Assalamu alaikum dear students. Our today's topic is census and sample methods of collection of data. But before we start, we must know the concept of census and sample. You see, in statistics, universe or population simply refers to an aggregate of items to be studied for an investigation. Uh, Ordinarily, the term population is used to mean total number of people living in a country. Um, Population of India was approximately 121.02 crore in 2010-11. But in statistics, the term population is used differently. See, in statistics, the term population means the aggregate of all items about which we want to obtain information. For example, 2000 students, suppose there are 2000 students in a particular college. If an investigation relates to all the 2000 students, relates to all the 2000 students, then 2000 would be taken as universe or population. See, each unit of these 2000 is called item. And to further illustrate this, I can give you one more example. uh, One sugar mill out of the 10 sugar mills we are studying would be called an item. All the 10 sugar mills would constitute population or the universe. See, uh, if a statistical inquiry is based on all the items of the universe, it's called a census inquiry. For example, if you want to know the quality of life of the 25,000 households in your town and you decide to collect the relevant statistical data of all 25,000 households, that is, your statistical inquiry is covering all the items of the universe, or the or is covering the entire universe. You are relying on census method. You are relying on census method of your statistical inquiry and of your statistical inquiry. Alternative is that you collect statistical data for every fifth or 10th household of your town, which you think should represent all the 25,000 households of the town. Now, you are not covering each and every item of the universe. Instead, you are covering only a sample. You are covering only a sample of the universe. Now, characteristics of the sample are supposed to represent characteristics of the entire universe, right? See, we can say also the quality of life of a sample of say uh, 25,000 families is supposed to represent the quality of life of all the 25,000 families of your town. This is called a sample method of the statistical inquiry. Now, we will study the methods of statistical inquiry. Uh, there are two methods, census method and sample method. See, what is census method? Census method is that method in which data are collected covering every item of the universe or population relating to the problem under investigation. To illustrate, you may be interested in the investigation of color composition of the Maruti cars in India. According to the census method, you are required to collect data on the color of each and every Maruti car sold in India. Right? Uh, you see, I can give you one. You know that the Census of India 2011 reveals that in terms of the size of population, India is the second largest country in the world, next only to China. Right? Now, what's the suitability of the census method? Census method is suitable uh, particularly for such statistical investigation which have a small size of population, uh, widely diverse items in the population, or which took or the requirements of intense examination of different items. Okay, or we can say also when the high degree of accuracy and reliability means census method is suitable particularly for such statistical investigation which have a high degree of accuracy and reliability, and uh, and which have the requirements of intensive examination of different items. And I also given you uh, when the size of pops when there is small size of population and widely diverse items in the population. Now, what are its merits? The principal merits of census method are: number one, reliable and accurate. You see, results based on census method are accurate and highly reliable. This is because each and every item of the population is studied. Second merit is less biased. See, results based on the census method are less biased. It's because of the absence of investigators' discretion regarding the selection of sample items. And third one is extensive information. So, information collected through the census method is quite exhaustive and therefore more meaningful because all the items of the universe are examined. For example, population census of India gives exhaustive information relating to the number of people in different parts of the country, their age and sex composition, education, status, occupation, and the like. Now, the fourth one is study of diverse characteristics. See, by using census method, one can study diverse characteristics of the universe. And the fifth one is study of complex investigation. When uh, when items in a universe are of complex nature and it is necessary to study each item, only census method can produce the desired results. Data on country's population are collected by this method. And the sixth one is merit is indirect investigation. See, census method can be successfully used in indirect investigation relating to unemployment, poverty, corruption, etc. And what are its demerits? Number one demerit is it's costly. Census method is very costly and is therefore generally not used for ordinary investigations. Only the government or some big institutions can afford to use this method, and that too for specific purpose only. Second one is large manpower demerit. See, census method requires a lot of manpower. Training of a large number of enumerators become essential, which is very difficult process. And third one is it's not suitable for large investigations. See, if the universe comprises a large number of items, then it may not be possible to cover each and every item. Uh, Census method become practically inoperative in such situations.